Buried Truths investigates the 1948 murder of Isaiah Nixon, a black man killed for voting in Georgia. Combining meticulous historical research with emotional testimony, Buried Truths uncovers the shameful history of racist voter suppression.
Isaiah Nixon was shot because he had voted.
She begged him not to go because she knew the possibility that he was going to be killed.
He told him that if he knew what was best, that he wouldn't vote.
Courtroom after courtroom across the South, whites accused of killing blacks could win their freedom just by saying they acted in self-defense.
Initially, I was shocked that somebody in our family could have done that. They got away with murder.
Here to accept the Peabody Award is Hank Klibanoff.
Well, good evening. And thank you, Peabody jurors. I can't believe it's us. I'm with Jayanne Barry, the co-executive producer, and Dave Barriswain, the producer, who helped create this unbelievable experience. This started as a simple idea: create an undergraduate course in Southern history, Georgia history, Southern history, and by implication, U.S. history, that could be taught through stories of unpunished racial killings in the Jim Crow era. Well, lucky me, Emory University in Atlanta liked the idea, so Professor Brett Gadsden and I created the Georgia Civil Rights Cold Cases class. Next came the students, 130 of them over 9 years, and they made some incredible and astonishing discoveries. Then came WABE in Atlanta, a public radio station that had this wondrous idea of producing a podcast based on these stories. And lucky me, I've gotten to work with the skilled, professional, and sensitive team of Dave Barriswain, Jayanne Barry, Christine Dempsey, John Haas, Kate Sweeney, and President and CEO Wanya Lucas, and so many more. We got cooperation and inspiration primarily from the families of the brave and defiant Isaiah Nixon, who was killed, Dover Carter, who was badly beaten, John Harris, who was threatened with his life, and especially their children, Dorothy Nixon, James Harris, Aaron Carter, and the widow still living at 95 years old of Isaiah Nixon, Sally Nixon. And then came the families of perpetrators, Keith Johnson, in the season that you're honoring, who you heard. So here's what we say and what we believe at Buried Truths. When we understand who we were, we can better understand who we are. I want to also cite the inspiration that I draw from a quote from Maya Angelou, who said, "There's no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you." And Elie Wiesel, who wrote, "For us, forgetting was never an option. Remembering is a noble and necessary act. The call of memory, the call to memory, reaches us from the very dawn of history." And my last thanks go to the only person I have ever been able to write to, and that is the voice and the music of Nina Simone. Thank you so much.